Oh, Jesus.
You can't get this from me, bitch.
Oh my god. You want to wrestle?
I'll wrestle you.
Guys, no,
I'll wrestle
no,
you.
we're
You
not
wanna
doing
wrestle
that,
me?
guys.
You wanna wrestle me?
Guys,
No,
we're
let me
not doing that. No, we're not doing this. Stop it.
Stop it. No!
Okay, my parents are gonna come in and then be like, "What the hell are you doing?" And then it's just gonna be awkward. And I'm not gonna be responsible for that.
You're winning, but you don't have the remote, bro. That's what we're fighting over.
Oh shit, okay.
Well, I turned the thing off. He won't even be able to turn it on.
Oh, it's off.
We're recording
Submit.
all this.
You
I
gotta
just realized
submit.
we just recorded all
You
of
gotta
this.
submit.
No.
Submit.
I.
You gotta tap.
You need the remote. The remote is what you want.
Submit. You gotta submit. I won.
I'm not submitting.
Submit.
I'm just gonna go until you get tired.
You guys are gonna get hurt.
Submit.
My parents are gonna walk into this.
That was nice. Oh, submit.
I got so much brute strength.
Oh, okay. I submit.
It's time for the Film Studies Club podcast.
3, 2,
I told him 3 o'clock, so he's not late.
3, 2, 1.
Oh yeah, we'll start now.
3, 2, 1.
Everyone get
No.
their headphones on?
No, we're not gonna
no,
start
we'll
without
wait for him.
Jackson.
Actually, no, we don't need headphones.
Jackson should have friended you.
I don't see it. Can you tell me his Discord? So was that fun?
That was kind of fun.
Yeah. I don't like fighting you because you grab and pinch.
Yeah, you hurt, man.
Yeah, well, I gotta do what I gotta do.
No, you don't. It's like you're treating every single play fight as a life or death situation.
That's how you win.
Okay.
That's how Michael Jordan does it.
Jackson said, "I'll add you."
He like played a basketball game while he had the flu, and he said he like felt like he needed to pass out after like getting like a bunch of points. It was insane.
This one time, like right before the finals, right? For the Chicago Bulls, Scottie Pippen, he
Alright guys, I'm gonna submit my top 25 films to the Filmstagram. Fuck you, dude.
fuck you.
Fuck you.
You wanna go again?
No, okay. This isn't worth it.
Really?
On the bed, on the bed, on the bed. Let's go for real this
My
time.
mom is just gonna walk in and be like, "You
Okay,
guys
no,
need
no.
to stop."
Nick, count us off, okay? You go all the way in the corner.
But
I'll
my
go all
mom,
the way in
guys,
the corner.
like,
Nick, count us out. 3, 2, 1, okay?
I'm not responsible for this. 3, 2, 1. Okay, actually.
You're so strong! You're choking!
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, you win, bro.
Okay. Wow.
Not that I even put up that much of a fight. Okay.
That was ridiculous.
Is this gonna be on the podcast? This is gonna be.
Yes,
Is it gonna put the audio?
Can I have nail clippers?
Oh.
Yeah, but make sure
There's,
it's not.
where's the
gonna be
black
there.
chair that you always have in this room?
Where's the trash bag?
You always have a black chair over there.
I'll get it.
Okay.
I don't know
Someone
when he's
Nick's
gonna
offspring in here.
Stop.
wake up. That's not very nice.
Bruh.
Wait, why did Nick say fuck you to Jackson? Oh my god, Nick.
Oh my god. I got this. PR. Sorry, my hand slipped.
No, don't say that. He's
Got
gonna
it.
We're making fun of him even more.
No, this is PR. This is good PR.
Why'd you say fuck you to Jackson?
No, it's fine. I
He doesn't-
controlled it.
He doesn't know us.
Yes, he does.
No,
He knows me.
I controlled it. Controlled the situation.
Nick, last time you said fuck you to one of our guests, it did not pan over
Did
super
not
well.
end very.
That is true.
That was one of the best things going on.
Mistakes are only bad if you don't learn from them.
Also, by the way, I think Nick redeemed himself because the Joe Rogan episode is by far the best episode we've ever done, and it's still getting us views, or streams, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's a shame we deleted that puppet.
Sorry,
Nick.
my hands. So. Yeah, what are we ever gonna use that for?
Another
guys.
Joe Rogan episode.
Guys, on Instagram,
We're doing Obama next. Make an Obama one now.
guys, on Instagram, I DM'd, where is it? I DM'd Childish Gambino and I said, hey, I'm making a movie and I really want to use sweatpants in it, but I also can't afford that at all. Anyway, I could use it for free. I think you'd think the movie was super dope. You never know, man.
That's true. When did he do that?
Today during ASB.
Oh yeah, you got time.
I could totally see him being like, okay, what's the movie about? And then I tell him and he's like, yeah, that's super cool.
You should tweet on him too.
At Childish Gambino, check my DM, please.
Why didn't he join?
He just doesn't like us.
Maybe he realizes that it's a bad idea.
Yeah, maybe he saw the fuck you and was like, oh, I guess these guys are...
No, but I controlled the situation, you see? I completely
Oh,
de-escalated
you,
the situation.
Can you admit the fact that you just fucked it up even more?
Yeah, I screwed it up. I just text, that never happened, whatever you said.
Here, I'll DM Jackson.
Here, I'll send him like a really friendly gif.
Yeah, come here. Beckon.
No, he's a minor. I can't do that.
Oh, no, that's not...
Which one was it?
I just look at tits and
Oh. Yeah, we...
hungry. Need food.
Now it looks like we're gonna eat him on the podcast.
Yeah.
Should have gotten a Red Bull. That shit, they put so much ice in it, it's barely...
Yeah, there's nothing in here.
Yeah.
It sucks. Bad review time.
Should we wrestle while we're waiting for Jackson? No, I'm kidding. I can't get there.
Just don't break my bed.
We're not gonna break your bed. You had intercourse on here.
Yeah, you had crazy intercourse.
With Tank on
Okay,
there. So it's
okay.
even more
Hey,
than-
Jackson.
Hey, Jackson. Wait, can we have headphones so we can hear him?
Okay, yeah, everyone put on their headphones. Hold on, they're lazy bums and don't know how to put
Lazy
on.
bums? I just wrestled someone.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, they wrestled before you got here for some reason.
Wait, Jackson, say something. I can't hear him.
We can't hear anything.
Wait, oh.
We can't hear him.
I know why.
There-
Hold
there's
on,
a
they can't
brief
hear you,
headphone
but they
problem.
will be able to in a second.
Nick
Yeah,
can hear
we
you,
can.
we can't, but we're about to be able to.
Ow. Ow.
Okay.
Wait, talk.
Jackson?
Can you guys hear me?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
we can hear you.
Turn the volume down a little bit, Nick.
This is awesome. Can you stop, Nick? Can you stop that?
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Are you ready to start, Jackson? Jackson?
Yes.
Are you ready to start the podcast?
Yes.
It sounded like a sneeze for some reason. All right, we'll start it off.
3, 2, 1.
That was kind of lame.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, that was hype. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 51st or 50.
At 52nd, I gotta upload.
52nd means that we've done a year worth. If we did one every week, it would have been a year.
Mhm.
But we didn't do one every week. We missed it
By
by a
2
couple
episodes.
weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Wait, what's the most recent episode that's out?
The 50th one.
Okay, we need to get on top of that.
Yeah, it's just this one was so quick from the last one.
What were the movies for the 50th one?
Yeah, I don't remember. My
I'll
name is
figure it
Robert
out.
Burke, and I'm the host. I'm the host, Robert Burke. Joined by co-host.
Paulo Chabra.
Joined by energy drink enthusiast Nicholas Mana.
I would
And-
hardly call him an enthusiast.
I would call him an enthusiast.
He's just drinking sugar.
And today we have a very special guest. A type of guest I don't think we've ever had a freshman on the podcast.
No, first freshman on the podcast.
First freshman on the podcast.
Woo!
You can say your name when you like.
Hi, I'm Jackson.
Yeah.
Jackson Richards. All right,
Let's go.
so Jackson. So Jackson.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
What?
You're good.
Robert, you had a question?
Oh yeah, so Jackson. Every time we have you, every time we have anybody on the podcast, we always ask them 3 questions that we come up with on the spot that they have to answer on the spot. So I'll go first.
I'm ready.
I'll go first, considering I haven't gone in a while. Jackson, based off of your experience with the A-Day Shasta High School group, or sorry, the B-Day Shasta High School group, my bad. What is your favorite and least favorite thing about Shasta High School?
Ooh. That is an interesting question. I would say that my favorite thing is... I don't know my favorite. My least favorite thing is... I don't know if this is specific to Shasta High School. COVID messing with work.
True.
I highly doubt that's a specific to Shasta High School thing.
I know. My favorite thing might be JSA.
Oh,
Woo!
oh, what a nice thing. I will spread that up to the higher ups.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Pahul.
Are you excited for 4 days a week?
Yes, very much so excited.
Good question.
Distance and COVID has been messing up my grades a lot.
What is your most and least
Okay.
anticipated thing?
My what?
What is your most and least anticipated part of 4 days a week?
My least anticipated part is having to deal with more people because I don't like people very much. And the most anticipated part is getting out of my house 4 days a week instead of 2.
Very true.
But you like us, don't you? You said you don't like people, but you like us.
Yeah, I like the people I hang out with, but not everyone else.
Wow.
But I like you guys.
Oh,
Uh,
yeah, saved it there. That was a little weird. Jackson, what were your first thoughts when I just texted you and asked if you wanted to be on a podcast?
I read the text and then I thought about it for a second and I'm like, why not? There's no reason not to be on it, and you seem like a cool person, so.
Oh, thank you very much, Jackson. I will destroy you during the debate, but it's nice to know that you think I'm a nice person now.
yeah, we'll see.
Whenever that frickin' debate happens.
Yeah, I think the video is the one that's being...
Yeah, the video. It's just we've all been so busy, so like we can't. I would like to get the interview at Robert's house because I want the.
Not possible.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's possible. apparently.
Why can't we do it here?
Yeah.
I guess we can. It's just because I would have to re-record Robert's.
Well, I mean, that seems to be like a small inconvenience because we really gotta get that out,
Well,
right?
can't me and why can't me and Jackson be in different places?
We can. It's just I would rather I would rather have it be in the same place.
But it's
just-
more like COVID, like
it's more
it's-
consistent.
it's-
Yeah. But okay, maybe you're right. But anyways, Jackson, I have a question for
Oh,
you.
you could do those things where like it's a CNN 10. I mean, it's just a CNN thing, and they're both screaming at each other while their guys in the middle try to and they both like start fighting each other. And
Okay,
stuff.
cool. Jackson, I have a question for you.
You know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
It's kind of a two-parter, but what school did you go to before, and how was that school?
I went to Grant before I went to Shasta.
Boo.
And I didn't like the people very much, but I liked the teachers.
Now, were you friends with everyone like you know in JSA before high school?
No.
So this is like an
Almost
entirely
none of
new
them,
crowd.
I think.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow. I have a question, Jackson. Are you Mormon?
Am I what?
Mormon.
I'm not.
Okay. Because I know Grant Middle School, elementary school, has a very high proportion of Mormons, so.
There was a solid chance I was gonna go to Grant.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I went there to ask them and everything, can we enroll our kids to Grant? But we were just outside the district, so we went to Sequoia instead.
Could have been crazy.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jackson, what was that?
I only knew one Mormon at Grant.
Who?
I don't remember his name, but I remember one kid in my class who was the only Mormon I knew.
Oh, wow. I didn't even know Mormonism was a thing until high school.
I didn't know.
I know what you mean.
I wasn't even aware.
I knew the word, but I wasn't aware what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weird experience. Now, Jackson, we're going to turn the tables. If you have any questions for us, you can ask us anything and everything.
Yeah.
It's like a first date.
Why did you guys want me on the podcast to begin with?
Because you're president.
Because we're desperate.
It is not because of either one of those reasons. We have this long list of... We have this long list of people that we, know. And we went through that entire list, and then we're like, okay, we need people we, kind of know that would be good on the podcast. Yeah. And you were on the kind of know list, and I was like, let's get him on, especially because I'm about to have a big debate with him, and he's now the JSA president and will be for 3 years. So I thought it was pretty exciting.
Yeah, speaking of JSA, Jackson, do you have any future plans for JSA?
Oh, that's a good question.
Not particularly right now.
You're the president!
Yeah, but he just joined.
Yeah, I've been president for a week.
Well,
Okay,
I don't think you're even officially president until Whitney Police leaves.
I think I become president in summer. First day of president, I'm gonna do 27 things.
Wait, you're president-elect, right? Isn't that the term?
That's what he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think Joe Biden didn't know what he was doing when he was running? He was just like, I don't know what I want to do.
That's a lot of... That's such a stupid...
No, I think Joe Biden was like that, and then his administration was like, yeah, you're
gonna do this.
You're gonna do this. And he was like, oh, okay, sounds good.
Jackson, opinion on Joe Biden?
I honestly, he hasn't... him, as president, or just him in general?
Both.
Both. Attractiveness as well.
Him as president...
Look up young Joe
him
Biden
as
next
president,
time. Look up young Joe
he
Biden.
hasn't really done anything that I've, majorly disagreed with. To me, he stayed, fairly... I don't want to say neutral, but, he hasn't... I don't want to say he hasn't done anything big, but he hasn't really done anything that I, majorly disagree with. Him before president, I don't really know much about him before president. I'm reading a book on him right now, so...
Oh, you
to
are?
answer that question, I'm done reading. Yeah.
Are you a big reader, Jackson?
I didn't used to like to read, but now I do, recently.
What do you think changed?
I don't know. I like reading history books.
Boo.
Sounds like Pahul.
Yeah.
Yeah, what about that Hitler book?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
the
that
same
Hitler
book.
book. That Hitler book is really good, dude. So here's the thing, right? World War II just started in my book, and it's getting really exciting.
Because that was the whole I'm Hitler. World
Yeah,
War II.
that kind of thing. Yeah. So now it's ramping up, and it's exciting, in a bad, in a dread way, a dreadful way.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know what's gonna happen.
You know what's gonna happen?
I think some Jewish people are in trouble.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And some homosexuals too.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah.
Jackson, I've heard some rumors that you're Jewish.
What do you mean rumors? Is that a bad thing?
Wait, what?
Is it something someone would hide, Nick?
No.
You anti-Semitic piece of shit.
Who's told you that I'm Jewish?
A little birdie.
Just to clarify, I'm not Jewish.
Oh, is that a problem? You sounded very offended by it. Do you have a problem with Jewish people?
Yeah, dude, you have something to tell us?
I wasn't offended. I was curious who came to the conclusion that I was Jewish.
Oh, you're
Okay.
very aggressive in your curiosity.
Okay.
Jackson, what any other questions that you have for us?
Not at the moment.
Not at the moment.
That sucks.
Jackson, what was the movie that you watched out of the 3?
I watched the one about the college thing.
Okay, and did you listen to the album?
I listened to the first song.
You're lost, bro. You're
and
lost.
that's it.
All right. And I never started the game.
No, he has it already. I saw it in the GSA group chat.
Wait, actually?
Mm-hmm.
How did he get the game? Wait, what game?
The magic one?
What game wait, what's it called?
There's like a Magic the Gathering.
It's a Magic the Gathering game?
It just came out.
I'm not.
Have
What?
you played it, Nick?
No.
Get it!
I don't want to have to like learn it right now. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna get it right
It's
now.
fun.
Yeah, it is fun.
I
You
love
know,
it.
I really like it.
Wait, no, we gotta save that for the review, Paul.
Okay, so the movies this week were Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Which I think I'm the only person who watched it.
It's 4 hours long.
We watched
Robert.
some of it.
I did not watch any of it.
I
Not a
was-
single second. The other one is
Oh, good
College.
morning.
College,
We
and
got
the last
Mr.
one's
West,
Nobody.
Mr. West,
Nobody.
Mr. Fresh,
I would like to
Mr.
go
West,
from
Mr.
most
West.
runtime to least runtime.
That's what I was thinking you were gonna do. So
Most runtime, so I get to review Justice League by myself.
Yes.
It's like building blocks. Wait, yeah, which Nobody was 92 minutes long, and College Scandal movie was over 100 minutes long, I believe.
Okay.
So we'll go Justice League.
College and Nobody.
All right, that sounds very exciting. First, let me get the game. Keep the air alive.
Well, okay, keep the air alive. Have you, Jackson, do you like air fryers?
Don't answer that, Jackson. Jackson. Jackson, how are you like a political guy? Like, do you have like a lot of interest in politics?
Oh my god, are you, like,
Yeah.
obviously, like, Jesus.
Where did your interest in politics begin?
It began around like November, December last year when the the primaries were happening for the presidential stuff. That kind of like got me interested a lot, and then I just spiraled from there.
Yeah, makes sense.
So here, what should I ask? So are you comfortable with sharing any like political beliefs on the podcast?
Yeah, what's your most extreme political
No.
view?
Give
My
us
most
consent first.
extreme political view?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think alcohol should be illegal.
Oh, interesting. Why is that?
Yeah, why is that?
It's basically it's worse than a lot of current illegal drugs that are currently illegal right now. It's worse than them, and it's there's just no reason for it, as it doesn't. One of the reasons why it makes it so dangerous is because it doesn't only affect you, but it affects other people around you. And 40% of all crimes committed in the United States, the person who committed the crime was under the influence of alcohol.
Interesting. Do you believe that weed should be illegal?
I think we should be legal.
Are there any substances that you don't believe should be illegal?
Well, I said I think weed should be legal.
Oh,
Do you feel?
I thought you said
No, it's
illegal.
fine.
Oh,
No,
okay.
no, no.
I
Yeah,
see.
Honestly, the only ones that I'm like educated in is weed and alcohol.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense. They're the most prevalent
Because you're
ones.
looking-
Yeah.
Yeah, alright. Now that I've downloaded the game and it's going down, loading, I can discuss Zack Snyder's Justice League, which apparently I was the only person who watched it, other than Nick, who watched about 45 minutes of it, and was really bored and didn't like it. Am I right, Nick?
Yeah, Paul's doing a little test on me.
Yeah, I was seeing if he has some sensory receptors on his skin, or were they all, like, gone?
Like, all, like, burned and fried when he was a little boy.
Yeah, I was just...
I actually there's a burn right here you can see,
Ooh.
and then there's another one somewhere on one of my fingers.
Nice.
Anyways, because I was from the 3D printer.
So, Zack Snyder's Justice League is very, okay.
Mr. Molson loved it.
I know. People were freaking out about it, and people were like, wow, this is the best movie that's come out in such a long time. And they were like, it's a completely new movie from Justice League. Look, is it a completely new movie from Justice League? Yes. It's very different. It definitely has a different feeling. It definitely feels like it's more of the director's original vision. Now, would I say that it is drastically better, or like, whoa, this movie is so good all of a sudden? No, I would not. This movie is still very not great. Like, the storytelling in it, like, the first 2 hours of the movie are just little scenes that have quite literally no impact on the film, and then very long scenes of exposition, and then the next, like, 45 minutes is an action scene, and then there's another 45-minute action scene, and then there's another 45-minute action scene, and then there's credits.
Are you serious?
It's exposition and 3 action scenes.
Three
That's the
action
entire
scenes
movie.
of 45 minutes each.
Yeah, they're all really long.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is... Oh, that sounds like torture, genuinely, to me.
Okay, so here's the thing. I heard a comparison with this movie with Lord of the Rings, and I see the comparison. I understand it. With Lord of the Rings, like, it's not fantastic or anything. Lord of the Rings is fantastic, my bad. But with Lord of the Rings, what's, like, so appealing about it is that, like, it's got such a cool atmosphere, where it's just like, whoa, this movie feels like I'm, like, in this world. And it's, like, super long scenes, and it's very slow, and it's just
It's
people
like that
talking.
battle scene where they're all facing against each other. It's a battlefield, and it's empty, and it goes up and down, and the charge and stuff.
Yeah.
That's dope.
And it's a very epic feeling, and once you're done with it, you're like, wow, I missed that world. I did get a little bit of that with Justice League, but I didn't... It wasn't to the same extent of Lord of the Rings, and I wouldn't even say that it was a good movie, just because the storytelling was so bad. And by the end of it, I was like, wow, I spent 4 hours watching this, and I just could have not watched it, and my perception of Justice League wouldn't have been any different. It's a lot better. It's a lot better edited. But, like, ultimately, this was just kind of a thrown-together shit show. There's just so much going on, and there's so much setup for things that we're never going to see.
Assuming that you get you have, like, 8 hours of sleep, this movie is a fourth of your day.
Yeah.
Like, that is genuinely insane.
Yeah, I know a guy who watched it
guest
twice back to
playing.
back. That was half of his day.
Torture.
Yeah.
That sounds awful.
Yeah, I could not even imagine that. Like,
Well, you did that. Okay, this is not like this. I guess it's
Wars.
kind of this. Yeah. that's
Star
what
Wars,
it is.
it's not the same.
But,
They're
like,
different
you-
movies, at least.
But you still sat through the entire thing.
Jackson, what's going on, bud? Alright, cool.
Okay, well, Robert.
Yeah.
Rating.
Ultimately, I didn't think it was that great. I'll give it like a 5.1
Switch.
out of 10. I don't know.
5.1 out
It's
of
just
10.
it's so okay. It's like it's a movie that's simultaneously terrible and like pretty good.
I got you. Okay,
So I give it a 5.
feel like there's some nice trivia about
Yeah,
this
there has
movie,
to be some nice trivia.
So
about
I
this
really
one.
wanted to.
Okay.
Just took my job.
Well, because you don't do it. You didn't ask me to. Hey, look. You want to do it, Nick? Okay. You know what? You should do it because it is your job.
Yeah, no, you should do
You
it.
should do it. You should.
No. Oh, you should do it.
Robert, look, I made it.
Okay.
What if it
trivia
breaks?
for this
It
movie.
won't break.
Let's see. Longest film of the entire cast's career. So for everyone, it was.
Yeah,
their
that's
longest.
not a very cool fact.
That's a pretty cool fact. In order to keep full creative control and ensure that the fans receive the most benefit from the Snyder Cut, Zack Snyder refused to be paid for finishing his Justice League.
Wait, in order to keep full creative
Wait,
control.
what?
Yep. In order to keep full creative control. So you can do whatever you want, but we're not gonna pay you.
That's so bizarre.
Yeah, it's like a passion project or whatever.
It's almost it though.
Wait, what was
No
that?
way. I said it's almost worth it.
I don't know. If you spent 4 hours watching this, I don't think you would think it was worth it.
Oh, it's dedicated to his daughter.
Who killed herself?
Yes.
Yeah, very sad.
Oh.
Very sad.
Zack Snyder never watched the original Justice League that came out in 2017.
Of course he did it. Him and Joss Whedon got in a huge fight over it, and he was like, "I hate you, Joss Whedon."
So this version does not contain any shots filmed by Joss.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, they only shot one new thing for this movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. The Snyder Cut only has about 5 minutes total of new shot added scenes.
Everything else was just unfinished visual effects shots.
Yep.
Yeah.
Seems. Oh, these are some big trivias. I'm not gonna read through that. Oh, another black and white version of the film is on the way, containing an alternative ending.
Oh my god, just give up already, dude. Like, I don't get it. I don't get how some people... Like, think about, like, Apocalypse Now. Francis Ford Coppola made a new cut of Apocalypse Now in 2019, and that movie came out in the 80s. It's
funny.
just like, dude, like, get over it. It's over.
Should I sell that to Steve? I feel like I
Yeah.
should try.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
Put it
I'll
on
make
his
it like
wall.
a college.
Just make sure he's drunk.
Okay.
That seems to be it. Yeah. Everything else is just about how long it is and stuff. Okay, that is it.
Was
for
it like
Zack.
4 hours?
4 hours?
Yeah, 4 hours and 2 minutes. I watched it all during mock trial. 'Cause I had nothing else to do.
Okay.
Well, you should do the Bugs Bunny trend on TikTok.
What's that?
So like you're sitting down on the bed and you're facing the camera. You shake your legs and then you move your ass up and it like shows in the camera just barely.
No sex and nudity, moderate violence and gore.
We don't need to read the
mid-profanity,
parents' guide.
Mid-alcohol, and moderate frightening and intense scenes.
All
There
right.
are some spoilers in this movie, so...
Yeah, I'm sure the movie has spoilers for Justice League.
Okay. And that's it for Zack Snyder's Justice
Alright,
League.
now we're on to... I can't remember the name.
I'll just look up college. I found it!
Wow.
Operation Varsity Blues, the college admissions scandal.
Plot synopsis?
Plot synopsis. Reenactments drive this documentary investigating the mastermind behind a scam to sneak the kids of rich and famous families into top U.S. universities. Phone, please.
Who's gonna go first?
I just need to put.
I have
the
not seen
movies
this
in
film,
my list.
unfortunately.
Are you serious, Nick? You haven't done anything this week except for listen to the album.
Oh wait, no. I saw the Snyder League like not half of it, but like a little bit of it. I forgot to review it. I'm sorry. Yeah, it was really bad. The editing was, I guess, there. You know, like it was really boring from what I saw, and the CG wasn't very good. Anyways, that's my rating. No, I mean that's my review of Justice League.
Oh, Justice League. Okay.
Yeah, and I also saw Nobody.
Nobody. Right? Yeah, you did.
Oh,
see that.
that's right. Paul, why don't you go first, and then we'll let our special guest Jackson Richards go?
Okay.
Wait, Jackson, what's your middle name?
April.
Gabriel? Jackson Gabriel Richards. That sounds like a politician, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Jackson Gabriel Richards.
Jackson,
House
you should
Someone
represents-
said that. Like,
You should
you know,
have
like Peter
actually,
Parker
Bill.
for Spider-Man? So,
Yeah.
someone said that my name sounds like a superhero's, like, everyday identity.
Actually, it does. Jackson Gabriel Richards. Wow.
I just hear Gabriel and I automatically think Vigors.
Yeah,
you know?
same. But Richards and Vigors rhyme,
Yeah,
too.
yeah, that's
Wait,
why.
Jackson, do you know Gabe Vigors?
He does.
I've heard of him.
Try not
I
to.
don't know him, though.
You have a couple months. Just try not to run into him. You'll get into the biggest political debate of your life.
Okay.
Sounds fun.
No, this milk debate would be nothing compared to.
Yeah,
Wait,
no.
So how many has he seen?
Jackson has only seen this one.
So he should go first, right?
No, you should go first, and then Nick could go first on Nobody.
Okay. I will go first on this one. Maybe I'm biased, but I thought that this one was particularly what do you say?
Banana.
Awesome, but sauce.
No, like relevant to because I'm in the middle of, applying for colleges and
Oh
stuff.
yeah, update the people on your college admissions.
Okay, update people on college admissions. Let's see. Accepted into pretty much all of them except waitlisted at San Diego, rejected from UCLA, rejected from USC. And that's it. Gone to Berkeley though, so I'm just for bragging rights, I'm pretty happy about that. But I'm not gonna go. Anyway.
Where are you gonna go? Is it UCR at this point? UC Riverside?
UCR sounds pretty dope, but UC Davis also sounds pretty dope.
If you're in UC Davis, you'll be close enough to us. We can go visit you on weekends and stuff.
That's true.
Isn't UC Davis a really good college?
It's good.
It's not.
It's pretty good.
It's not
It's
really
probably
good. It's
The
not top 20.
Yeah, but it's if you want to stay close to your Reading, it's probably your best bet.
I don't want to stay close to Reading. I
Yeah.
want to go to New Zealand.
Anyone want to stay in Reading?
I don't think so. Reading is a shithole. It sucks. I want to burn it to the ground.
The car fire almost did.
Oh yeah.
Not cool, dude.
My bad.
People lost their homes.
Yeah.
Including. Can't say his name.
Fister Mitch.
Oh no.
Is that who you're thinking of?
Oshin.
Or are you thinking of, oh shoot.
Yeah, exactly.
Coach.
Uncle.
Uncle.
Uncle!
Oh yeah, Jackson, we didn't tell you. If you're referring to anybody,
That hasn't been on the podcast.
refer to them by swapping the first letter of their first name and the first letter of their last name.
So Robert Burke would be Bobbert Rourke.
I'm gonna ask Gabe Viggers. We've already said his name. I'm gonna ask him to be on the
Okay.
podcast next week. Right now.
Excellent. Okay. Anyway, so this is relevant to what I'm what I'm going through right now, and so I thought it was very interesting to see how far some people would go to get their kids into college and stuff. I think obviously what these people using their money to go like beat out other students who could have gone in through pure merit. That's not good. But what really interested me is the fact that it kind of explained the whole scandal, while also explaining how the idea of college education has developed in America, and these past years how it's gone from something that only a few people would even consider going to become a lawyer or a doctor or something really special, versus now just everyone wants to go to college no matter what they're going to end up doing, and pretty much at every employer requires you to have a college degree. I just found that interesting, and how that kind of ties into the whole student loan thing and everything. I don't know, it was very informative. I loved the way it put context into the whole situation. The reenactments were fine. But and they were fine. It just felt a little cheesy sometimes when the FBI person is writing everything down and that kind of stuff. It's just I don't know how if it works like that. I don't know. Other than that, it was pretty cool. But yeah, I might be biased. Anyway.
Robert just brushed his teeth using a toenail clipper.
Oh, Jesus. Anyway, whose turn is it now?
Jackson Richards. Are you
Jackson
ready to review?
Richards.
Yeah. So, as you said with the reenactments, they were they were good, but they weren't great, and I felt like some of them were kind of over dramatized, if that makes sense. The actors were too they were being too extreme and dramatic in a way that it just wouldn't happen in real life. But that's just with the reenactments, and some of with the FBI agent was a little cheesy. But the actual movie itself, or the doc, I did like it. It was interesting because, as you said, it put it went from only a few people wanting to go to college to now just everyone wants to go to colleges, and the colleges don't have room for one. So then the parents are finding the colleges to put them in. And then another thing about the movie that I found particularly interesting is way that this was with the scandal is that they got the athletes and they like photoshopped them doing sports and like lied about their like resumes when they were applying to the college. And it's really smart if you think about it to do that, even though it's not like morally right. It's quite smart.
Very true. Very true. Any other thoughts?
That's it, I think.
Alright. I have a lot to say about this movie. Okay. I think college admissions is one of the most corrupt and awful things that we allow in society. And I think the fact that there's just public outrage about it now is kind of disturbing. Because, like, this, like, freaking, what are you looking at?
Bruh, tattoos.
Okay. This, like, whole process, it's so inherently classist, and so inherently racist, and so inherently just awful, that it's shocking that there's no real change being done about it. Like, it's so terrible that, oh, you want to go to a good school? You either have to be really poor but also be motivated in school, and then you can get a chance of getting a full ride, or you need to know how to throw a ball really well, or your parents need to be super rich if you want to go to a really good college.
Yeah.
And the fact that, like, from 6th grade they were pressuring us about college all the way to now, it's genuinely messed with my life perception. I view life, like, the fact that I didn't get into UCLA was like, wow, I failed 7 years. Like, 7 years down the drain. That's genuinely how it felt. That's so stupid. I had a whole life, and the whole time I was thinking, oh, I need to work hard for UCLA. Oh, I need to work hard for a really good film school. Oh, I need to work super hard. And everything was just like, achievement to get there, achievement to get there. This for college, this for college, this for college. Completely ruined my high school. It's such a messed up system, and it's one that, like, so many people in high school are like, learn to live in the moment, learn not to think, and then they cram our freaking futures down our throats, like, you need to choose what you want to do now, or you're screwed.
Yeah.
It's such a messed up system, and it's something that needs to be reworked, and I am really hoping that a documentary like this can get some movement going on it, because it probably won't, but, like, look at this documentary. When I heard the story about the whole college admission scandal with the one woman who got her kids in, the only way that leaked was because she literally made video essays about how unprepared she was for college. And video essays about, I hate school, I don't want to go to college, I don't work that hard, I don't do anything, and then ended up at USC, and that was finally the moment they said, wait, something doesn't seem right here. And then, oh look, for decades, people have been spending millions of dollars to get their kids into places. They've made $10 million donations for new science buildings, or they've hired people like this guy to get in for hundreds of thousands. It's still happening. 100%. The documentary at the end says that. It's still happening. And I think, now, this movie is good. It's a good documentary. It's very serviceable. The reenactments are bad, but they're not, like, as cheesy as, like, The Social Dilemma. They aren't cheesy like that, thankfully. So, like, they're just, like, it just feels like a bad TV show, like scenes from a bad TV show. And, like, filmmaking-wise, it's nothing new. It's very standard documentary filmmaking. But I find the topic so interesting because there's so much going on. And it's so corruptible. And especially because the fact that we're seniors now and we're getting, acceptance letters from college admissions, getting a decline from UCLA or USC makes sense because there's probably kids whose parents have hundreds of thousands of dollars or millions of dollars that they just threw at this kid so that they could get into this good college.
Yeah.
What's the point? It's so stupid, and it makes our society so focused on prestige. Mm-hmm. And in my fault, it's the problem with having a college system that is built like a business instead of education. They're literally out there to make money. And how do you make money? You seem prestigious. And how do you seem prestigious? You make your tuition super expensive. Oh, look, it's a positive feedback loop. We need to be prestigious. Let's make it more money. oh, look, we made it more money. We seem more prestigious. Let's do it again. It's a problem. And it pisses me off. And seeing this documentary was just very infuriating, and it got my blood curdling, and I was like, oh, I hate college so much.
Go ahead.
It's such a stupid process. Ugh.
Oh, be careful. You don't want to... You just bought those. Okay.
Very well said, Rob.
Yes, very well said, Robert. Love that monologue. That was excellently done. I agree with you.
UCLA, if you're listening, I hate you. I don't hate you. I hate your system.
But
Yeah.
What if they were about to send me a letter like, JK, you got it, and then they heard that, they were like, oh, this freaking guy.
yeah. Yeah, very well said. Nick, do you agree with that?
Yes, I do. It's built like a business when it should be for education.
And there's a whole mini-series I really want to write that would be centered around that idea. I think I've told you about it before, but I think it would be really good, and I'm actually getting really hyped about it, and I might start writing it soon. Because, oh my god, I'm so passionate about the subject. And
Yep.
it's so infuriating to me. Yeah.
Yeah. That is very well put.
Damn it.
Yeah, and it's always going to be relevant. I think this kind of documentary, this subject, especially with like recently this year, in fact, during the whole presidential election.
Robert.
There was a ballot.
You have no
There
consideration
was
for
a
my
ballot
livelihood.
Like a proposition
I'm sorry.
introduced in California that would make that would allow schools to use race as a factor into admissions and stuff.
Yeah, with the whole affirmative action.
And I cannot tell you the sheer size of the sigh of relief that my family collectively took when we saw that the measure had failed.
Yeah.
As people, as Asians or like Indian, whatever, it would have hurt us bad, dude. Like, it genuinely would have hurt us bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, for
So,
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jackson, I don't mean to... If I could give you any piece of advice, if I could have given my freshman self any piece of advice, it would be, do things you find fun, and only care about you... Okay, do things that you genuinely enjoy. Don't just do things because they look good for college, because it does not matter ultimately, because college admissions are so screwed up that they're going to ruin your 4 years if you don't keep on doing things that you find fun.
It is astronomically unlikely that getting to a really good college versus a normal college, there'll be a difference in like your pay for a job.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Dude, just like it
it's
doesn't
like
matter.
so. Yeah, you should like you're gonna looking at your trajectory right now, the kind of person you are. I would say that you have a very good chance of getting into a maybe not maybe if like you don't go for like whatever, you don't like come close to spending your entire livelihood for these next 4 years doing whatever it is to shine above your peers to get into like an Ivy League or whatever. That's not a good idea, and I think that you could get a solid education at one of the less competitive schools, and at the end it won't matter. Like as you'll get a good education, and yeah, you should be fine. Just don't spend the next 4 years
Hating yourself.
yeah
Don't
doing
like
link
super
school or
stress
whatever.
about it.
Yeah,
Yeah, because it's bad.
yeah, and
it
I
hurts.
spent like the past 4 years doing I gotta do everything to
Yeah.
get into, and now I'm gonna go like maybe to UC Riverside with a 50% admittance rate.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day,
Yeah.
I know that college isn't everything. There's gonna be more opportunities for me to further myself, and college isn't gonna be everything. These 4 years aren't gonna be everything, as much as what other people are gonna tell you.
Yeah,
And
it's screwed up.
I don't know. I took like 14 AP classes for
Really? That's
yeah.
like, Jesus.
And I don't know. It kind of fills me with a weird feeling.
It feels like we wasted 4 years.
It just feels yeah. And
Plus,
this
there's a
could've
lot of
been-
chance when
it
it comes
could've
to
been-
getting accepted.
It could have been so like I admire the kids who don't fall into this whole Pia Larez kind of thinking of just
Yeah.
and they know they trust themselves. Close the door. I don't want any cats coming in. They trust themselves that whatever happens, I'm gonna be fine.
Yeah, and they're gonna enjoy life.
They enjoyed life. Yeah.
It's the mindset I wish I would have had back
Yeah.
when I was a freshman.
Yeah,
and
that's what I'm.
unfortunately, I didn't, and I look back at so many things I did with so much regret.
Yeah.
Such a waste of my freaking time, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my god, and it costs so much money.
Yeah.
Like, are you kidding me? I even got into a good school. Emerson's a great school for me. I probably can't afford to go
It is.
unless I leave $100,000 in debt.
So
Yeah,
expensive.
the price for college is so
It's
it
insane.
doesn't it didn't rise the way with inflation. Like it inflated like so
Yeah.
much
Oh,
more
yeah.
than actual inflation
Like,
for the
in
economy.
People will say, "Oh, it rises with inflation," but proportionally, it's
Uh-huh.
spiked way up more than inflation does.
Yeah. Like I remember in econ, Mr. Bassam was like, "Okay, can anyone tell me what's the most inflated service that is currently in the United States?" And he said college, and he's right. It's risen by like in the hundreds of percentages compared to its counterparts.
Mm-hmm.
It's truly astounding how
Corrupt.
strangely broken, completely shattered. the
And
system
nobody
is.
cares.
Because
Nobody's trying to fix it.
Because people, like most people, they just get into the college and they just don't care.
It's
They
because
turn their
it
brain
benefits those in power.
It's true, Nick.
That's
Let's rise up.
but like, it's the thing is that once most people once they're in, they don't care.
Mhm.
Once they're in, they're like, okay, I got it, whatever.
We
you
can't
know?
fall into that trap.
Yeah,
We
like,
gotta find some way to do something.
That's one of the biggest reasons why I think that the whole public education system, in a nutshell, why that also has failed to progress along with the times, because once students leave, they don't care about it, because they have other things. They care about other things like taxes or infrastructure, whatever, but healthcare. Once they have to like start paying for insurance and stuff. Because and the people who are most affected by the public education system during that time, who are the most passionate about it, students, they cannot, they don't have a lot of avenues for voicing their concerns other than, writing to a representative or whatever. But, really what works in a republic is our votes, and, we cannot do that.
Mm-hmm.
So, and there's not a lot of people what politician would try to build their students base up because they know they're not going to get votes from us because we cannot vote.
Yeah.
So it's
messed up.
It's messed up.
And yeah.
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 Quite the rant.
I'm gonna give this movie an 8.5 out of 10.
8.5 out of 10. Yeah, I was thinking something similar, but a 1. I would give this movie a 1.
That's a 1 out of 1, by the way, Jackson. Paul takes on a very weird rating system. Jackson, what would you give this? You can use literally any rating system you came up with. Paul used to do apple and or banana and orange.
Like somewhere around like 80% goodness.
80% goodness.
80% goodness.
I am
90%
90%
dude,
confident
dude.
that this is a good movie.
Shut up, nerd.
You're the more of a
Yeah, why
nerd
don't you
in
do a
sense.
P test? Jeez.
Yeah.
Don't do
Alright.
stats, Jackson. It's bad.
No, stats is awesome.
I
do
love
stats. Do stats.
Stats is awesome.
Do
Stats is
okay,
easier.
Jackson, don't do AP Physics.
Yeah.
Okay, don't. Do AP Stats. You'll love it. If you go into AP Psychology, expect to hate Mrs. Fleming.
I thought she was nice.
She's not nice to freshmen.
If you love history, do Isley next year.
Oh, yeah.
AP
Yeah.
European History. Amazing class.
Dude, Isley's probably
Amazing
my
class.
favorite high school teacher.
She's so sweet.
And then do Freilich too. A push. Amazing class again. Like both of the history teachers at Shasta, they're wonderful.
Yeah, and going back to physics, you might like it, but just be known, it's like one of the hardest classes at Shasta.
It's
Yeah.
because the teacher's really,
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
just, he's out there.
Yeah. Well, I looked it up actually, and like they had this whole ranking for the AP classes. AP Physics 1, one of the hardest classes.
Yeah.
Genuinely. Like, overall,
I'm
too.
not taking the test.
Yeah, no, good idea. Because
Jackson,
I only got a 5 because it was online. Otherwise, there's no way I barely
I
would've
deserved a
passed.
5. I'm pissed. Anyways, Jackson,
Yeah,
what...
you deserved it more than me, for sure. No, I'm not kidding right now.
Oh, thank you. But Jackson, what language are you taking?
Spanish.
Nice.
Boo.
Rager.
Oh yeah. You are gonna have. I forgot. Yeah, I forgot she did.
Oh yeah, Rager? Dude, Rager's awesome.
You're gonna have her in junior and senior year if you continue with Spanish.
Yeah, she's a bit tough, but she's a great teacher.
Yeah, a great teacher, yeah. On the podcast, actually, a podcast guest.
Yeah, she has been on the podcast.
Yeah, Deborah Rager. Anyway, that is all. Let's move on from this college thing. We had a good conversation, though, right, guys? This is what a podcast is about. Right, guys?
We can't celebrate every time we have
Yes.
a good conversation. This is supposed to happen every episode.
Thank you for saying yes, Jackson. Thank you for joining me. Okay. Nobody is... Oh, wait. Do you guys want trivia for this or no?
I want trivia.
Alright. Trivia.
The director made this simply because he did not get accepted into UC
He was really upset about it.
Okay, no trivia for this movie.
Okay.
Or whatever, documentary. Nobody.
Oh, I go first on nobody after you
Yes.
explain what
Okay, you can sit here if you want, or... No,
sure.
you're good. You're good, actually.
You want to trade headphones? Does that one hurt? Okay. So,
What's nobody about?
that's a really, one of the best questions I've ever been asked, actually.
Oh, wow, thank you.
Going to the beach.
No, we're not going to the beach.
We could be. What do you guys want to do during spring break?
Okay.
To the beach.
You want to
Okay.
go to the beach?
So,
Actually?
Ah, to the beach.
Yeah?
Ah,
shut up.
You want to do it?
to the beach.
A bystander who
I'm Jeremy.
intervenes
To
to
the
help
beach.
a woman being harassed by a group of men becomes the target of a vengeful drug lord.
Okay.
Sounds like
Sounds...
awesome.
Sounds
Yeah.
like my life.
He was a drug lord? I didn't know there was drugs. I thought he was just like a...
Yeah, I didn't know either.
Yeah, I just thought he had a lot of money. That was
he
the
did
thing.
he did cocaine. Yeah, I didn't really. Yeah. Anyways, nobody. Nick is going first on this one because he didn't see the other movies.
Yeah, I did. So, nobody. I'll just describe this movie as, like, dumb fun. It has as many, like, probably as many one-liners as there are bitches on my dick.
Wow, that's a lot of one-liners, Nick. Especially these days with the whole Tinder thing.
Guys.
Yeah, we have a minor on... Sorry, Jackson.
I'm a minor too.
Shut up.
I am.
You know, he you know, the main character, he kills someone, he's like, clued up on all four or some shit.
The straw scene. The straw scene is...
Yeah, what was with that? He didn't even drink. Like, what was the? I thought the straw was gonna be like throughout the movie. He always put straws in their necks, but
Oh no, that's for letting
Yeah,
him
the
breathe.
reason he did that is to let him
To
live.
make him, because the air comes in through the... Because his throat
oh, but
was
he
swo-
died.
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't. He was
Yeah,
alive.
That guy died.
Uh-uh.
He was just injured.
Yeah.
Really badly.
Oh.
Yeah, no,
You know the
he-
chair scene where he throws the chair at the guy?
Oh, that's good.
But yeah, I've actually seen like a TV show where someone like they're choking and so they just stab a straw.
I saw a TV show, an episode.
What-
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a medical thing, I think. Wait, no, was it?
Something. Wait, no. What was it called? Untold Stories in the ER. No. Okay. Yeah. Anyways. Yeah. So you know, this movie, it's like as cliche as possible, but oh my god, like the choreography and the cinematography is phenomenal. Like I gotta give it to them. Like the cinematography, I could understand what was happening in like every single like fight scene. And like I can understand like what like moves were being thrown and like what happened to the people and like who was who. Like it was good.
Yeah.
I will say the cinematography lacked in showing the actors' faces. So like sometimes when like for example when someone was thrown through a window, I couldn't tell if it was one of the bad guys or the good guy.
Yeah, I thought that one of the bad guys was thrown out of the window.
Yeah,
So
same.
they could have done better with like actually like showing the faces and also like differentiating the characters because they kind of looked similar. Like just like usually in a movie you might have and like you know the rule of thirds, you might have someone highlighted from the rest. That didn't really go with this film's, but yeah, this is just dumb fun. It's great fight scenes, amazing. Like it's enthralling and it's not like boring in a ton of places. It kept my attention. Great movie.
Yeah.
I mean, I doubt, like, I'm pretty sure this was just a cookie cutter and they just, like, happened to do good. I don't know if, like...
No, I felt...
Well, it's
I
from
don't
the
know.
producer of John Wick, and John Wick was...
Oh, yeah,
I
okay,
totally
no,
get
that makes
John
sense.
Wick.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, I mean, the
Vibes.
movie was literally, like, when he pitched it, he said, imagine if John Wick was funny. Like, that's literally what he said, and they were like, yeah, you can go make it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go next, if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
Nobody? Honestly, I've been thinking about it. I might like it as much as I like the first John Wick, and I might like it more than I like the third John Wick. Like, it's like, the action scenes aren't really close to John Wick, unfortunately. They're really good, they're just not, like, the John Wick level of, like, oh my god, I feel like I'm getting punched right now. But what it doesn't have in that, it makes up in its atmosphere and tone. It's like, it's a movie that pretends it's taking itself seriously, but you know it's not at all.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know how they did it, but they made a movie that is simultaneously, it's like, they're making fun of movies that take themselves seriously while trying to make fun of themselves. Like, I don't know how they did it. It's, like, so, like, multi-layered. The other thing is, I feel like with action movies, there's so much of a feeling of, like, you gotta go, go, go every single second. Nobody did really good with, like, pacing out where to put the action scenes. There honestly are not that many. There's, like, 3 big action
There's
scenes
a lot of
in the
violent
movie.
scenes, though.
There's violent scenes, but, like, in terms of, like, entertaining action, there's, like, 3 of them. And there's a lot of space in between where not much is happening. Like the scene with his house, where I don't want to spoil what he does with it, but Nick said it looked really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could have been, like, a quick montage scene. It could have showed him walking down the stairs, putting on the record, and then that would have been it, you know? But they made a whole scene out of it. They didn't need to do that, but at the same time, it paced it well so that by the time the next action scene was coming around, I was like, oh yeah, I want this right now. I also think it was, like, super funny for, like, an action movie. Like, it genuinely...
Oh, wait, no.
There was a lot of jokes in it that worked really well, and I found stuff funny that I don't even know if I was supposed to find funny. Like, there was just, like, stuff, like, he would just, like, be, like, standing up and looking, or just, like, the way he would punch somebody and then fall back.
Or, like, literally the old guy doing anything, like, shooting the shotgun.
Yeah,
and stuff.
it was funny. I don't know why. It was...
It was over the top.
Going around and shooting.
Yeah, you don't get, like... I feel like a lot of movies try to be this, but none of them, like, really just hit it on the mark. Like, this movie just, like, hit it on the mark and did a good job with it. And I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Okay. My turn.
Yeah.
I don't know what I can add on to what has already been said. I will say, like, I'm going to the next thing. I didn't know who to praise for this, like the whole cinematography for knowing, you know, understanding what's happening in the action scenes, because oftentimes when I watch, like, you know, something like The Avengers or something, but there's so much going on that sometimes I actually get, like, dizzy with, like, the fast-paced action scenes. With this one, that problem didn't happen. I will defer to your judgment about the fire.
Yeah, the problem with it was that it all looked like it looked from the single shade of yellow to single shade of red for all of the fire. That's not what that would look like in real life.
Maybe enough attention, but I don't know. I thought it was fine personally. Yeah, it was stupid, but it was fun. It was like GTA. It was like I was watching GTA 5, and you know.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah,
like GTA 5.
And because, like, you know, you go into a building, you kill all the bad guys, and you walk out, and you're all like, and then it plays to the cliches and everything too. You know, in fact, maybe I'm giving the people too much credit for this. Maybe I'm not, but I feel like the out of all the 3 people at the end, there was one particular person who was shot. And I feel like they were kind of playing on that cliche too.
Yeah,
I felt like they were playing on that. I don't think it was like some subconscious, like, race thing.
Wait, oh.
Well, yeah. Because I mentioned that to you after the movie. I was like,
Yeah.
I swear to God, if they did that, I was just gonna be upset. Like,
Yeah. I feel like they were playing on that, but maybe I don't know. But yeah, it was a really funny movie.
It's hard to tell with this movie what's, like, comedy and what's not. So even
Yeah.
if there was something really bad in here, Like, we wouldn't know. We think that it was
Yeah.
an intentional choice.
Like, you know when the car's crashing into the stoplight, I mean the traffic light, and then it just cuts, and then it just
flips
the car
over.
totaling over.
It looks like it's two different scenes because that just wouldn't happen.
It kind of felt like a movie where, like, they just wanted to give you what you wanted.
Uh-huh.
They're like, yeah, we could just, like, hit it, and the people would be like, oh, and they would get, like, knocked out and everything.
Yeah.
But let's just flip the car over just because we can. Felt like a little kid, like, playing in, like, a toy box. He was like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was like a sandbox.
Yeah, I have something sad if I
Go
can.
Okay,
ahead. Yeah,
sure.
Please.
I like the attention to detail of him in his first fight not being very good because he's kind of rusty. I thought that was kind of like nice to see that he like just completely just gets punched.
Yeah, no, it was an
Yeah.
action movie where, like,
that was-
the main characters could get punched or shot, and it
Uh-huh.
like, it clearly
Yeah.
wasn't real. They were way overpowered, but just stuff like that was like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I originally thought that the trailers for this looked terrible, but then I kind of realized it's kind of smart because like it brings in the right people.
Yeah.
But anyways, Jackson, have you ever seen John Wick?
Didn't.
He didn't see it.
Oh, I didn't hear it. Okay. You should see Nobody. I think you might like it. Maybe.
Jackson, do you like action movies, or, like, can the violence be a little too much?
Normally I can handle violence, but it can be like a bit much if it's like really extreme.
It's
Okay,
pretty bloody.
At some points, I was like, okay, you know, like when he
Yeah.
smashes the margarita glass, I just. You know,
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, no, that was like, oh my god, where did that
what's
come
coming?
from?
And the show, like, that was insane.
Yeah. Jackson, do your parents have any restrictions on, like, what you can watch and stuff like that?
Not really, but then again, I haven't really wanted to watch that many extreme films, so I don't know how far they would be willing to go.
Makes sense.
Jackson, you want to watch the
I
snuff
haven't
film
like
together?
tested it yet.
No, how about
Yeah.
you? We should watch Midsommar.
Midsummer would really break you in. When I was your age, there were, like, so many movies I couldn't see. Just, like, blows my mind, you know, brings me back.
Shut up.
I feel like an old man. Old man on a podcast with a young man.
Old man.
Let's go.
Trivia?
Oh shoot. Did you know? Oh wait, actually, let me read the goofs. In a scene where Hutch is describing his last assignment, he states he used an HK-45 caliber pistol. During the flashback of the scene, it is clearly shows 9mm strapped on the side of the gun. There was a bonus scene not long after the credits start rolling.
Yep, we saw that.
The ending was really bad.
Yeah, the very last scene, I was like, okay.
Wait, what happened at the last scene?
It
They
was
were
like
at the
a
house.
showing that like there's going to be a sequel.
Oh, the basement. That was.
Basement. Dude, what if it was just someone who?
That
called
was
them
such a
about,
cliched ending too.
Yeah.
Like that's what.
It also totally went against the whole message of the movie.
Like it's like no, but it's like he gets a call from his boss or whatever again, and he's like, "Could you come back?" or whatever.
That's the exact same ending from the Office movie. I forget
Yeah,
what it's called.
exactly.
And a
This
lot of
movie is so
movies.
much like the Office movie.
Yeah,
and
it
it's,
is. That's true.
like you said before, clean up on aisle 5. That was the big thing in there too.
What office?
You know, threat level midnight.
Yeah, threat level.
Oh,
Yeah.
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 Anyway, rating time, Robert.
7.5.
8.
I'm gonna give it a 1.
It just sounds like you hate movies, like, compared to the rest.
Okay.
All right.
On to the album now. So yeah, the album is dubbed Norman fucking Rockwell.
Imagine if we didn't have we couldn't cuss yet.
It would be
so-
like Norman F. Asterisk, asterisk, asterisk,
No, it'd be
asterisk,
Norman
asterisk,
fucking Rockwell. You know.
G.
Yeah.
Rockwell.
Anyways, Jackson, would you like to go first on the first song that you heard?
Well, to be fair, title track. That's what he listened to.
Yeah. Would you like to go?
It was okay. I was.
Wait, you kind of
It's
cut
not-
out there.
Oh, I said it was okay. I'm kind of like indifferent to it.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't. It's not really my type, so it was like. But I could see that it wasn't bad. It was just kind of like average, I guess, for a song.
What is your type of music? What type of music are you into?
Mm,
If you say country.
I like.
Nothing. I didn't say anything.
Oh, I like musicals.
Musicals?
Boo!
No, I like
Damn
musicals
it!
too. Hey, Jackson, have you ever listened to Company?
No.
Listen to the 2009 Broadway recording of Company. I was obsessed
Okay.
with that freaking musical. The music is like
Download it.
it's weird, but the more you listen to it, the more you'll love it.
Yeah.
All right, who wants to go next? Pahul, I don't think you ever went first on anything today, did you?
No, I did. I went first on the college one.
Oh right, did I go? I went first on.
You went first too, for sure.
Yeah,
The first one.
I'll-
Zack
I'll
Snyder.
just-
you
I'll
were the
just
only
go
one.
first again.
Okay, Jackson.
Oh,
went
Jackson
first.
went first.
Yeah.
Ah, we're stupid. Okay, this album's really good, and
But-
I do like Lana Del Rey. Like, she seems chill. She seems like someone I could
I'd hang
listen
out with
to.
her.
Yeah.
I would hang out with Lana Del Rey.
Maybe at Olive Garden.
I would, if Lana Del Rey was at Olive Garden, I would say, "Hey, big fan," and get a picture with her.
Yeah.
I like this album a lot, and I would listen to it again. I just don't think it really like set in for me. It feels like an album where like either next week I'm gonna be like, "Oh my god, I love this album," or I'm just gonna be like, "Yeah, I like it," and then I'll forget every single song that's on it. So, like, I think like when we got in the car, Nick, I really enjoyed listening to it. The problem is it's just really sad music. So like it's not something I really want in my daily mix because I'd be like, "Oh yay, driving to school. Oh, Lana Del Rey."
Yeah.
And then I'd like look up and the sky would be gray all of a sudden,
Uh-huh.
and I'd be wearing all black, and I'd be like, "Oh, man." Ah, jeez. Like, I feel like there's a very specific mood where like, it would connect with you, and I just don't know if I'm in that kind of mood right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty much exactly what I was thinking because it's it's very mood centered music. You can't just put it on any time and just like vibe to it or whatever. Which I feel like that's one of the biggest reasons why I probably won't listen to this album a lot.
It does have a lyric about Kanye West, though.
It does have a lyric about Kanye West, and I heard that lyric and I was like, oh, interesting. Let me look that up on Genius.com.
Mm-hmm.
And I looked it up on Genius.com and it was actually kind of interesting.
What was it?
Well, it was about, it was her whole thing about how Kanye West used to be, this dope rapper, and now he's just this MAGA freak person.
Mm.
Yeah. So yeah, that made sense to me. Because it was like, I don't know, it was something about that, but it was interesting.
Who is Norman Rockwell?
Norman Rockwell is a very famous painter, illustrator. Nick, look at the 4 freedoms of Norman Rockwell.
So why did she title the album this? And like,
No
what is
idea. I was very interested in that. Like, why did you? I feel like a lot of her music. Okay, Nick, can you do me another favor?
Mhm.
Can you go on Lana Del Rey's artist page on Spotify? Just go on Spotify, and try to switch it to that monitor if you can, so that Robert can see too. Go to where can you see her list of albums? It's just right if you scroll down, right? So scroll down.
There's a discography.
No. I want to see the album pictures. Okay, so you see all the albums. They go up. Sorry, Nick. Stop. Go up a little bit. This one. Yeah. So it starts. So it's very like Americana centric. You know. And Nick. Go back again. Go up. No. Yeah. This one is kind of. I guess. This one's She's on a Yacht. It's Norman Rockwell, and then it's a country club. So it's a lot of like. Recently, her albums, it's been very into Americana and stuff.
Oh wait, she just dropped an album.
Yeah, that's why I wanted. But Norman fucking Rockwell is her. It's the best one that she has.
It's
so
like
far.
her
MBDTF.
MBDTF.
Yeah. I personally don't like MBDTF that much. Not gonna lie.
I don't.
I don't.
I love Runaway. I like Dark Fantasy. And the rest of it is like, I would like it if it was 3 minutes, but it's 7.5 minutes long.
It's very long.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. So it's very Americana.
Hey, I saw you were listening to I Feel the Spirit earlier.
It's such a good album.
Is it
It's
really?
Such a good album.
I didn't know. I thought that it would be like kind of old and weird,
It's
but
so good to vibe to. Oh my god.
really, I'm gonna re-add it then.
Like I just hear the music and once it starts coming, I just start vibing to it. You know, the leg starts going like this and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, yeah. So that's it. That's all I have to say. I don't know. I didn't even say anything. Anyway, Norman Rockwell. He's like the symbol of Americana. He used to paint a bunch of pictures during the 50s and stuff. He's like that classic, you know, 50s America, everything like Maisel kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I'm pretty sure. That's one of the reasons why he's iconic in that way.
All right.
So, Norman fucking Rockwell.
Yeah.
One thing I'll say, I don't like the cover art personally. Anyways,
Whoa, calm down.
God, look at those
Yo,
veins.
cool.
I'm trying to get
Calm
my
down.
Veins. I'm trying to get my veins out. Oh.
Anyways, so you guys said that like these songs are kind of emotional and sad. For me personally, it takes a very like specific kind of song and association for me to associate melancholic feelings with them. So like for any song that is like sad, like this like album is very sad, I just associate with that. So it just sounds like music to me.
Gotcha.
I don't feel sadness.
So you don't
anything
feel
with it.
emotions with music?
Usually no.
That's why I could
Why
not
do you
like
listen to
listen
music?
to the Crow one. Like I tried to
that
listen
makes
to
me
it,
sad. Yeah.
but that makes me so sad, dude. That's a sad album, and I don't want to ruin my day listening to.
Yeah, but like when I first heard it, it makes me sad. But now I just listen to it and it just sounds like music
Yeah.
to me.
But
yeah,
like,
I mean that's a thing. Like,
Yeah,
You-
but
you
usually
become
like with this
kinda
one, with this
used to it.
I didn't even like recognize sadness. I just listened to it. It's like yeah, this sounds good. Like like I didn't really recognize that.
you weirdo. Wait, what does that playlist title say? Fugue? F-U-G?
Fugees, Fuggies.
No, Michael's playlist.
Yeah,
F-U-G?
Fugees.
FUG.
That's dangerously close. I thought it was...
Oh.
Yeah, I was like, whoa, Michael.
Yeah.
Well, what's up, buddy?
Yeah, I don't associate emotion with music most of the time, but that doesn't mean I can't enjoy it. But
Makes
anyways,
sense.
yeah, I one thing I don't like about this album is some of the songs sound like really like basic and like coupled with Lana Del Rey's voice, which is a very basic voice in my opinion. It's like I don't like them just because of that. Like they're basic and I don't really particularly care for that. Some might say that these songs are like too long, very kind of consistent like duration of the songs. I mean, some of them are 4 minutes, some of them are 9 minutes, but they're usually around 4 to 5 minutes. I like that in music personally, and some others don't, but I enjoy that.
If somebody says that the songs on this album are too long, I don't think they've listened to MBDTF. Because each song on that album is freaking 8 minutes long.
9 minutes. Runaway goes till 9.
It pisses me off so much. I'm
Yeah.
like, I would like this song, but it's so long, and
It's
I'm done
9
with
minutes and 37 seconds. It's hitting 10 minutes. At that point, it's a podcast episode. Like
Yeah.
a mini podcast
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah. Jeez.
I listened to a song like I've listened to it like 30 times just because I like it, and it's 30 minutes long. So,
Oh, is that the
Long
raise
season.
your?
no, those
That-
are like 20 minutes.
Oh my
long.
god, no. Okay, you should listen to that, Paul Hole.
I want
It's
to
like,
listen to that. Wait, okay.
I
good.
recommend listening
I
to
wanna
it when you're
add that
doing like a
one.
mindless activity, like mowing the lawn.
Yeah.
I
it's good.
don't know the name of it.
Raise your skinny fist towards
Like no,
antennas
raise
towards
your
heaven.
skinny fist like antennas
That's what I
to
said.
heaven.
That's what I said.
No, it's not.
Anyways, yeah, I like this album. Some of them are like have really good choruses, and like I don't really listen to lyrics, and like they don't make me sad. So like I love it. Like it, yeah, great, good album. I'm gonna listen to a lot of these albums or songs. Like later, like for example, Bartender, Norman fucking Rockwell, the title, and Venice Bitch, great song. Good album. I like it.
Oh,
Guys, we did
first
so much
exposure
reviewing this
to a lot
episode.
of that,
Jackson
right?
probably thinks we're like an actual podcast of
Yeah,
how much we
this is
review.
Yeah,
good.
yeah. Jackson. this is
Jackson,
very
usually
rare.
they derail and we just start like screaming or just like saying stuff that doesn't make sense.
Dirty computer.
I
That was
kind of
another
expected
one.
that from the rants that you guys kind of went on today.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
somehow we kept it called it. I think Jackson is our constant.
Yeah.
Maybe Jackson should be brought on as a permanent member just to sit in the corner so that we're
I
always constant.
genuinely think that like when we have a guest on, it keeps us grounded.
Yeah.
Because we
That
know
we
that
don't
there's
know.
someone out there who's like, okay, we're boring this person right now.
Yeah.
You know? I think it's
Yeah.
a good thing. It's an anchor to
Although
our ship.
sometimes they talk a lot, and then we do that because we let them talk, and we're like, oh yeah, keep talking.
And sometimes the guests are just like us, like when, Francisco and
Yeah,
Warren
and it
were
just
on,
got-
and it just derailed immediately.
Well, also they didn't watch any of the movies.
Jackson, do you like anything besides musicals at all?
Yeah, but I don't. It's very just. I don't know how to explain this.
Try your best.
I have this habit of just picking an artist or an album and listening to it for 2 weeks until I get bored and then choosing a new one.
Do you have any specific artists?
Not really.
Who was
honestly.
your... Wait. Okay, Jackson. How about your Apple Music replay? Who are your top artists on that?
I can look 1 second.
Okay.
Ooh, interesting.
Because that's what I'm curious about.
Interesting.
Which, while we're waiting, we can talk about the game.
Okay, we could talk about the game. Okay.
I realized after playing this, I played a Magic the Gathering ripoff called Hearthstone for my entire childhood.
That's a good game.
I had no clue that was a ripoff of... But I love Hearthstone, and this I was just like, yeah, I just want to play Hearthstone, so I deleted and re-downloaded Hearthstone.
Fair enough. Don Shorney has been asking me to get into Magic the Gathering for like 4 years now. And it's always such a daunting thing because you look at all these cards and they're all different and you buy all these sets.
It's fun
and
though.
Yeah, it's very daunting for a beginner, and I don't know. But this mobile game, it's kind of perfect, and I feel like it's really good for the franchise itself too, because it kind of gives a lot of people like a taste into what Magic is about without having to, invest any capital into it. And
It's just free.
yeah. So
And you can see if you like it before you actually spend money.
Exactly. So I think that's really good, and it's a well-made game. There's no like ads. It's polished. No glitches, nothing. The server is kind of weird. Sometimes it just kind of acts up on me, but that's with every new game, especially like the popular ones. You're sitting on my wire. You're sitting on. You
My
gotta.
apologies.
You gotta.
My apologies.
I got no. Yeah, perfect. Okay.
Okay.
And so yeah, but I mean, I really enjoyed it. I'm gonna keep playing this game, and if I like it, I honestly, maybe I'll try it out in person too.
What the hell?
But it was really cool. I had fun, and yeah, that's all. Not much to say, I guess. It looks complicated on the surface, but like once you get the hang of it, you kind of like get the groove of it. You just have to play a few games.
It's kind of hard to learn at first, but once you do, you like ease into it really easily.
Yeah, it's like
It's just
you gotta.
intimidating at first.
Yeah, and you're gonna not know what you're doing for the first few times.
Yeah.
You're gonna trip and fall. You're gonna lose and stuff, but it's fun. It's like a nice experience.
Yep. All right. So
You haven't played this game, so you can't talk. I'm sorry, that was very aggressive out of all.
I believe the podcast episode is coming to a close.
No, Jackson didn't get to review the app.
Oh shoot! Really? Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Jackson, thoughts?
On the Magic app?
Yeah.
Well, I've kind of been playing it for a long time, so I like it. I'm kind of biased though, but I think it's really fun.
Makes sense.
Nice.
Makes sense.
Boomer.
All right.
Now
We've
it's coming
reached
to a close.
the conclusion of our podcast. Jackson,
Very successful episode.
yes, thank you for joining us. Thank you so much for being on.
This is very.
Hope you had fun.
This is very nice.
And
fun.
Jackson, see, you know how podcasts usually have the same type of ending every single time?
Yeah.
We don't. We change the ending every single time, and whenever we have a guest on, they get to choose the way to end the podcast. So, how would you like to end it?
What do you mean? Like, how do I choose to end it?
You can end
just
it
stop
literally.
recording.
No. Okay.
Okay.